Massive shout out to Cleary for clipping out part of Flat Earth Debate Uncut and After Show, where I described the difference between an anti-flat earther and a globe believer. So another big shout out to Cleary. I will put a link to his original edit of this video in the info box and comments below. So go and subscribe to Cleary. A big shout out to you, my friend. Thank you very much for doing that. I'll strap the video that you made onto the end of this one. Subscribe today to Cleary. I've been Nathan Oakley, and I'll see you all in the next video.
No, that was a Glober. It was not a Flat Earther, it was a Glober.
If you're having to correct them on their own rhetoric, because they're presumably in defiance of their own rhetoric because we've proved it wrong, at that point they're an anti-flat earther. So they're not. It's not touting the rhetoric, right? Pseudo force space. It's in the bloody title. So if you're having to make him concede that it's pseudo force space, then you're dealing with an anti-flat earther, not a glober. Someone who tells me as a flat earther that my reference frames are ruined is an anti-flat earther. They're already well into the cognitive dissonance. They're all into the realizing how we prove their rhetoric wrong and then coming up with workarounds to overcome arguments that prove globe arguments wrong. Now those people, Craig and Simon Dan and Katz and all those people, they're anti-flat earthers. Craig's even got it in his title, Fight the Flat Earth. He's not here because he's a proponent of globe. He doesn't fight the globe arguments. He fights the anti-flat earth arguments. They're not the guy that I talk about when you look at the guy who's got a bazillion views on YouTube with a picture claimed to be Earthrise, taken from a second law of thermodynamics violation, and he sits there over the top of the picture in high def with a really nice mic and talks about how he feels and how the world is perceived to him because of this Earthrise picture. Now that'll get a bazillion views. Why? Because it's a glober, directly in line with the global rhetoric. He's not there telling his audience how, but when flat earthers say it's a second violation, he's not doing that. He's just towing the line of what globe means to him. That's a glober. Now, if that same guy then came across us, and we literally had his video up, and we're like, see this video, this guy babbling on about how he feels about space? He's talking about a place that doesn't exist. He's telling the world how his emotions are being governed by Narnia. And he comes along and goes, no, from what I understand, right, you claim we can't have gas pressure without a container, it would fill the vacuum of the sky. But I say the second law of thermodynamics doesn't apply to a heliocentric model. Immediately, that distinguishes him from a glober.